Hello and welcome to Daily Current Affairs by Neo IAS. Today is 24th May 2019 and the topic we are going to discuss is Montreal Protocol, Golden Card Scheme, World Health Assembly, Shahin-II, Map-Aided Program and the previous year question revision series. So coming to the first topic, Montreal Protocol. It is in news because China, they are continuing the use of ozone depleting substance CFC. CFC is chlorofluorocarbon. So they are still using CFC 11, that's a violation of Montreal Protocol. So CFC 11, it is a class of compound that destroy the atmospheric ozone. So that they are also a potent greenhouse gas. It also contribute to global warming or atmospheric warming. So this almost all of the CFCs were outlawed by Montreal Protocol. They said that it cannot be used because of its global warming potential as well as ozone depleting potential. So Montreal Protocol is basically an international organization. It's an environmental agreement. It is with a universal ratification in order to protect the Earth's ozone layer. So for that they are banning the use of ozone depleting substances. So it was designed to reduce the production and consumption of ozone depleting substances in order to reduce the abundance in the atmosphere, and thereby they'll protect the ozone layer. So it came into being in 1989 and it legally enforces the phase out of the production and use of these substances or the chemicals often used in refrigeration or air conditioning or foam manufacturing, aerosol production or even in the fire extinguishing. Okay. So the protocol, it stipulates that the production and consumption of the compounds that deplete the ozone in the stratosphere should be eliminated or phased out by the year 2000. Okay, and an exception was methyl chloroform. Methyl chloroform should be phased out by 2005. Okay, so another important thing regarding Montreal Protocol is the Kigali Agreement. Kigali Agreement is an amendment to the Montreal Protocol. It was also signed by 197 nations in Kigali. Kigali is in Rwanda. It's the capital of Rwanda. So it came into being in 2016. So as per this agreement, the countries are expected to reduce the manufacture and use of HFC also. HFC is hydrofluorocarbon. So it should be reduced by 80 to 85% from the baseline and should be eliminated towards 2045. Okay, this phase down, it is expected to arrest the global average temperature rise up to 5 degrees Celsius by 2100. That's a year, okay, 2100. So what is this hydrofluorocarbon or HFC? They are organic compounds. They contain hydrogen, carbon and fluorine. Okay, so they are commonly used as a substitute to CFCs in refrigerator or in air conditioners. Though HFC are not as harmful as CFCs, in ozone layer depletion, they have 1,000 times more potential causing global warming. Okay, that's a global warming substance, and it is more commonly called as a greenhouse gas like carbon dioxide or like methane. Okay, so what is an ozone layer? The ozone layer is a layer found in stratosphere which can absorb about 98% of the ultraviolet radiation, and it can maintain this ozone oxygen cycle. So it is mainly found in the lower portion of the stratosphere, like a 20 to 30 kilometers from the Earth's surface, above the Earth. So the thickness of the ozone layer varies. It varies worldwide, and it's generally thinner near the equator and thicker near the poles. Okay, and the majority of ozone, it is produced over tropics, and it is transported towards the poles by the stratospheric wind pattern. That is called as Brewer-Dobson circulation. Brewer-Dobson circulation. That's the ozone is majorly they are produced on the top of tropics, and from tropics it is transferred to poles by stratospheric wind. That's a pattern. That's a circulation. That particular circulation is called as Brewer-Dobson circulation. Okay. So the UV radiation, they are responsible for the production of ozone in the ozone layer, UV radiation, and maintaining the ozone oxygen cycle. So the Dobson unit It is a unit which is it is used to measure the ozone in the atmosphere at standard temperature and at standard pressure. So Venus also has a thin layer of ozone. Okay, it is at an altitude of 100 kilometer from the planet's surface. So not only Earth but Venus also have this ozone layer. Okay. The next is golden card scheme. So this is in news because UAE is going to launch this gold card scheme for wealthy investors and exceptional talent. It's like encouraging them to live in UAE. Okay, so it's a permanent residency scheme. It has been launched by UAE. They favor wealthy investors and exceptional talents, and so that they can move to UAE. They can settle down in UAE and attract more Indian professionals and businessmen to the Gulf nation. So it is open to investors or, as I told you, exceptional talents such as doctors, engineers, scientists, artists, students, etc. So the golden card, it offers benefits to the card holders and their family, and also they'll create an attractive environment for their business to grow. Okay. So the benefit of the permanent residency, it also includes that the spouse and the children of the card holder, they'll also get the social ties there. Okay, so it has major the visa. It has major categories like investors, entrepreneurs, specialized talent, researchers, and outstanding students. Okay, so the Indian expatriate community, it is reportedly the largest ethnic community in UAE. Okay, they constitute around 30% of the country's population, that is around 9 million. Okay, so that is why the UAE is trying to create such a scheme, so that whoever comes to their nation is talented or is wealthy, so that it could benefit them and also it could benefit the migrants. Okay, so next is World Health Assembly. So the World Health Assembly has made or agreed 3 resolutions recently on universal health coverage. That is why it is in news. So the World Health Assembly, it is a familiar institution. It is a decision-making body of WHO. So it is attended by delegations from all the WHO member states, and they focus on making agenda. Okay, they focus on the agenda that has been created by the executive board. So the WHA, it works for it started first time in 1948 and it is held in Geneva. Okay, so the main functions under the World Health Assembly are they determine the policies of the organization, that is the WHO. Okay, and they appoint the Director General. They supervise all the financial policies taken by WHO. They review and approve the proposed program budget. And so as I told you, the first health assembly was held in Geneva. Okay, so these are all the major decision-making functions of WHO is done by World Health Assembly. So what is universal health coverage? It means that all the people across the globe have access without any discrimination to the health facilities. Okay, to the quality services whenever they need them without facing any financial difficulties. That is universal health coverage. So it has main 3 goals. One is ensuring everyone who needs health care, they get it. Okay, irrespective of what their financial status is. And then the quality of healthcare services should be good enough to improve the health. Okay, and the people who seek the health services should be protected from the financial risk. If they are not like very sound rich, they have to still get the equal amount of the quality health service as the rich people. Okay, that's a primary aim. And the UHC is based on 1948's WHO constitution that declare that health is a fundamental human right. And health for all is the agenda of Alma Ata Declaration. It's very important, Alma Ata Declaration. It is on health. Health is a fundamental human right is given in Alma Ata Declaration. Okay. So WHO, as you already know, it's a specialized agency of United Nations. It is concerned with the public health. It was established in 1948. The headquarters in Geneva, and WHO is a member of United Nations Development Group. Okay, they are responsible for the World Health Report, World Health Survey, World Health Day. Okay, and World Health Day is commemorated on April 7. Okay, so the current priorities of WHO is, one is its concentration is mainly on communicable diseases like HIV, AIDS, Ebola, malaria, TB. Okay, and also they are concerned with non-communicable diseases also. Then their concern is about nutrition, food security, healthy eating, occupational health. Then substance abuse is also among their priorities. Okay. Next is Shahin-II. Shahin-II, it's a missile. It's a missile of Pakistan Armed Forces. It's a medium range ballistic missile. It is capable of carrying both the conventional and nuclear warhead. Their range is 1,500 kilometers. Okay. Next is the map aided program. I have Northeastern Hill Ranges in today's map aided program. This is a pretty important area because you might be very familiar with the Western Ghats, with the Eastern Ghats, with the Central India, with the Himalayas. But the Northeastern Hill Ranges or the Purvanchal Range is pretty tricky. So you have to concentrate here more. Okay, so I am doing the north to south arrangement and east to the west arrangement. Okay, so first of all, we'll start with north to south arrangement in Purvanchal ranges. So to the top it is Mishmi, then you have Patkai Boom, Naga Hills, Manipur Hills and Lushai Hills. Lushai Hills is also known as Mizo Hills. Okay, it is in Mizoram. So this is the north-south arrangement of Purvanchal ranges. Mishmi, Patkai Boom, Naga, Manipur and Lushai. That range is okay. Then you have the hill ranges of Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh also you have to know the west to east order. So it starts from Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi. Okay, Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi. The Dafla range, it is in Himachal. Miri, Abor and Mishmi is in Himadri. Okay, and coming down, you have the Meghalayan Plateau. That hill ranges are also important. That start from Garo, Khasi, Jaintia. And Mikir and Barail are small ranges. That is also important. So it will be like Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Barail, then Mikir. Okay, coming straight, that will be Naga. This is how the hill ranges are. Okay, so towards the top you have Dafla, Miri, Abor, Mishmi. Come down you have Patkai Boom, Naga, Manipur and Lushai Hills. Go up you have Barail and Mikir. Go towards the west you have Jaintia, Khasi and Garo. Okay, this is the ranges of northeastern side. It's very important. Okay, next is previous year question revision series. I'll read out the question. With reference to the circumstances in Indian agriculture, the concept of conservation agriculture assumes significance. So, what is conservation agriculture? Avoiding monoculture practices. So, avoid something to conserve agriculture that can be an option, that cannot be an option also. Next, adopting minimum tillage. That is true. Adopting minimum tillage is a positive measure. Avoiding the cultivation of plantation crop. How can you avoid plantation crop? Because that is also important, right? So that cannot be an option. So if you eliminate the option 3, you can directly go to the answer. But don't stop there. We'll read the other options also. So using crop residue to cover the soil surface is been done. It is called as mulching. Okay. And next is adopting spatial and temporal crop sequencing and crop rotation. Crop rotation is very important for soil conservation also. So that is also an option. So the first thing we have doubt, but when you avoid the third option, you will directly come to the answer. Okay, that is how you do elimination. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoy the session. Any doubts, any help if you want, because the prelims are very near. So if you want any help, please let me know. Please comment it in the comment section. I'll check it and I'll give you a reply also. Thank you so much. Keep studying.